Let's talk about something a lot of people carry in silence. Why do I keep falling for the wrong person? Why do I always choose the one who hurts me? Why do I ignore the red flags and fall in love with the pain? You're not dumb. You're not weak. But you might be stuck in a pattern that's rooted deeper than you think. This is Seeing Unlimited Greatness, and today, we're unpacking the truth behind your heartbreak, why you keep falling for the wrong person, and how to stop. Before we jump into this powerful video, do me a quick favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and drop a comment down below. Every bit of support helps this video reach more people who need it. We're not just making videos, we're building something real, something that speaks to the heart. Your like, your comment, your subscription, it all matters. So, lock in, show love, and let's get into this video. A lot of people confuse chemistry with comfort, even if that comfort is rooted in dysfunction. If you grew up around neglect, rejection, emotional distance, chaos, unavailable love, then guess what feels normal? Someone who mirrors that same energy. You're not falling in love, you're falling into a wound you never healed. You're chasing someone who triggers the pain you never addressed. Because sometimes, pain feels like home, until you learn what love really is. Let's be real, you saw the signs. The inconsistency, the broken communication, the selfishness, the manipulation. But you stayed. Because the thought of being alone felt scarier than being mistreated. But hear this, loneliness is uncomfortable. But toxicity is deadly. Choosing peace might feel unfamiliar at first, but choosing chaos will never lead to the love you deserve. You see their potential. You know they're broken. You want to be the one who heals them. But here's the truth. You can't love someone into being healthy. You can't fix someone who doesn't want to grow. Love is not rehab. You're not their therapist. You're not their parent. Real love doesn't require you to sacrifice your sanity to save someone else's soul. Just because it's deep doesn't mean it's safe. Sometimes the person who gives you the strongest butterflies is also the one who's feeding your anxiety, not your spirit. If love feels like overthinking, insecurity, highs and lows, games, obsession, constant uncertainty, that's not passion. That's emotional addiction. Real love is steady, not suffocating. This one's gonna hurt, but it's the truth. If deep down, you don't feel worthy of real love, you'll keep choosing people who confirm that belief. You'll keep chasing the emotionally unavailable, the disrespectful, the inconsistent, the toxic. Because something in you believes, this is the best I can get. But your standards don't reveal your worth. They reflect your healing. When you love yourself more, your choices will shift. You feel important when they rely on you. You feel connected when they fall apart and come to you. But needing someone doesn't mean they love you. It means they're using you for emotional survival. Love shouldn't feel like emotional labor. It shouldn't leave you drained, anxious, or lost in someone else's mess. Healing takes time, and the time you spend healing will save you from years of heartbreak. Let's get spiritual. Sometimes God shows you the red flags, but you close your eyes and say, "But I love them." Sometimes He tells you to walk away, but you say, "I'll just pray for them to change." But hear me. God's love never asks you to suffer for what He didn't send. If they pull you further from peace, purpose, and His presence, it's not love, it's a lesson. Obedience protects you from pain. Sometimes, the wrong person gives us a temporary high. They trigger the chase. They give you just enough attention to keep you hooked. They create chaos that becomes your comfort. And because you've never experienced healthy love, you confuse this emotional roller coaster for something meaningful. But the real reason you keep falling, you haven't healed the version of you that thinks this is all you deserve. When you meet someone healthy, it might feel boring, because you're used to pain being exciting. That's not your fault, but it is your responsibility to heal it. You're not cursed, you're not broken, you just have a pattern, and now you have the truth. You still chase validation instead of value, but not anymore. From now on, you choose peace over passion that breaks you. You choose healing over history. You choose real love, even if it's rare. And most of all, you choose you. Because the moment you stop entertaining what breaks you, is the moment you create space for what was meant to build you. Stop falling for what's familiar. Start standing for what's real. And when you love yourself right, you'll stop falling and finally rise. What you're calling love might actually be attachment. And that's why it hurts so bad. That's why it feels like a trap. That's why it doesn't heal you. It drains you. Love and attachment look the same from a distance, but up close, they feel completely different. And today, we're going to break down the truth about relationships and the heart. Real love versus attachment, and how to know the difference. Real love says, I choose you, but I don't control you. It doesn't need to possess. It doesn't need to cling. It doesn't punish you for having boundaries. Real love helps you grow, not shrink. Attachment says, don't leave me. I need you to survive. I'm nothing without you. You complete me. If you go, I'll fall apart. It's not love. It's emotional dependency dressed up in romance. Attachment will trigger your anxiety, make you ignore red flags, make you chase validation, drain your confidence, pull you into cycles of pain and apology. It's not connection. It's survival mode. So when someone gives you just a little love, you hold on like your life depends on it. But here's the truth. Nobody can heal you if you haven't met yourself. You don't need a savior and a partner. You need to become whole within first. Love makes you feel seen, not small. Love gives you room to breathe. Love doesn't leave you guessing. But attachment, it feels like anxiety, overthinking, jealousy, insecurity, chasing someone who's always pulling away. If you're constantly begging for reassurance, living in fear of being left, or walking on eggshells, that's not love, that's emotional bondage. If you're staying because of fear, not faith, it's probably attachment. Attachment doesn't trust easily, so it clings, it checks phones, it overquestions, it manipulates, it panics when you don't reply in 5 minutes. But real love? It trusts, not blindly, but intentionally, because when you're healed, you don't chase reassurance. You know your worth even in silence. Love gives freedom, attachment demands control. Let's be honest, they often live together. You might love someone, but your trauma is clinging to them. You might care deeply, but your fear is suffocating the connection. So you confuse the highs and lows for passion. You think the pain means it's real. You stay because the fear of losing them feels unbearable. But true love doesn't destroy your peace just to prove its depth. Love fills. Attachment empties. You should never feel like you're begging for attention. You're losing yourself. You're constantly anxious. You have to become less to be accepted. Love protects your soul. It doesn't steal your identity. It doesn't drain your energy. It doesn't twist your mind. Real love holds your hand, not your throat. To detach, you have to heal. Sit with your feelings. Learn to enjoy solitude. Create boundaries. Journal your patterns. Reconnect with God. Remind yourself, you are not a burden. You are not hard to love. You are not dependent. You are enough, alone. Attachment dies when self-love grows. When you meet yourself, you stop needing others to complete you. I need you to hear this. Real love is still out there. But first, you've got to stop confusing it with attachment. This is seeing unlimited greatness, and this is your reminder. You deserve love that feels like peace, not panic. Love that's rooted, not desperate. Love that builds you, not breaks you. If you'd like to support the channel and help us keep pushing forward, there are links in the description where you can donate. Every contribution helps us reach more people, do more good, and keep this mission alive. There's also a store down below where you can grab something for yourself, or even better, a gift for someone you care about. It's a simple way to spread love and let someone know they matter. We're all just trying to grow, to become better, to rise above the noise and step into who we're really meant to be. And I truly believe change is possible, the kind of change that creates a ripple effect and helps others see the beauty still left in this world. This channel is about real growth, real transformation, and I'm here to give you a front row seat to what that looks like. Raw, honest, and grounded in purpose. God is within all of us, and my goal is simple: to reflect that light as clearly and powerfully as I can, for you and for the world around us.